Welcome back, everyone. This is your man, the Beard King, bringing you another episode of 7 Days to Die. In our last episode, we looted a few buildings, but more importantly, got our bicycle crafted. We also started to lay out the Corridor of Death. Now, between recordings, between the last one and this one, I've made some massive progress on the corridor, picked up a couple of levels, and built some very critical components for my progress in this game. Let's pick this guy back up. As you can see, my leg is broke. I wonder why that is. Why would my leg be broke? There was a horde passing through here. Kind of want to go take them out. I could do for some experience. But let me show you this first. Just going to keep my head down. So here's the first thing I got done. I got a forge built, okay? I needed to do the forge, get some forged iron. Why did I need forged iron? Well, there's a component here in the game that's pretty important to me that takes a lot of forged iron, and it is this. I managed to wrench on a lot of cars. We got a couple of Zeds wandering around. I managed to wrench on a couple of cars, a lot of cars actually. But more importantly, while I was doing that, fighting Zeds, I leveled up and I was able to make the forge. So now I can get back here, make my own iron, and continue that progression. So this is pretty nice. I have a drawbridge connected to my Corridor of Death, and oh, by the way, my Corridor of Death is shaping up. Okay, so I got the big platform built up to the same level. This is just a secure area where I might store tools, weapons, resources, things like that. And I started to get the actual corridor built. It's almost done. So, as you can imagine at this height, and actually this isn't even the height. This is the height. I was working from up here, and I took one fell, broke my leg, and made a splint, promptly fell again, broke my leg again. And at that point, I was out of splints. So I had to make a little journey to go find some water, which, fortunately, is just over the hill. Scroll up here, there's a lake right here. So, back in business as far as water goes. So that's a good feeling. Let's come down here and take care of some of these zombies. Day 4 is a normal day when an airdrop comes, so I did go and pick up an airdrop. That's how I found the water, because it was, the airdrop was north of us here. Okay, there's that. So here's a better look at this thing. It's starting to take shape really well. So I just need to finish off this last pillar here, get the path in, and connect the fighting platform to the pillar. Right now, since I'm not into concrete yet, I'm going to have to make the connection via ramps. I'm going to run around here and do some collecting of resources for a while, and I'll continue working on this. Hopefully I can make it through the night without any serious problems, and I'll have more results for you the next sunrise. Good morning to day 5, everybody. It's been a hell of a busy night. Once again, I'm thankful no zombies came out. That last horde base that you saw before I started gathering resources was the only Zed I saw all night long, so I was able to collect in peace. It's getting a little nerve-wracking though, because I'm on day 4 and 5 at night, and I have to go further and further from my base to collect resources, which makes me nervous because my stamina is low at the level I'm at right now. So I could run out of stamina if I get in trouble and have to run back here for safety. So that was pretty harrowing. But I made a ton of cobblestone, which I then turned into flagstone blocks. Made quite a few of those, and ramps. So what I'm standing on right now is the Corridor of Death, and I'm building the ramps. You can see I've done a lot of work. Here's the main ramp that goes straight up. I'm in the process right now of making sure that I get these situated the correct way. Get a little backwards once I start getting beneath it. So I'll probably have to... Shit. That's exactly what I was talking about right there. That was too far. Why did that happen? Okay, so I'm, 3 blocks over. This is 8 blocks here, unsupported, which you can do that with these flagstone blocks. Let's do this. Let's, got those in. Alright, since I didn't blow out this entire side yet, let's start over again on this side. Okay. Got it. Yeah, so it gets a little wonky right here because we kind of start going downhill a bit. We lose some elevation, so these blocks are... They're sticking out. You know, they're sticking out. And this is the stuff those stupid zombies get stuck on. And then they beat on it, and then they break it, and the whole thing falls down. So this is kind of a... I don't know, man. I think it might be appropriate to say that this is kind of a risky setup. It might be risky. I mean, I could fix this by giving them ramps that on the front of these blocks so that they can just, you know, walk up and over, and it'll be a nice smooth transition for them, because I can see them getting stuck on this thing all day long, you know? Getting stuck right here and being like, eh, boom, 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 and just breaking it out. I've seen them do it before. That's where they get stuck. If you have these things going on, these floating dealy bobbers, and you have a corner at some point, they really get stuck in it. Even more so when you have a discrepancy in the ground and the blocks. See, I dip down a little bit right there. They get stuck in that. So when I build these, and I've just been trying to save resources for right now, but when I build a floater, I build blocks around it so that they can't get stuck right here and beat that block out or beat those blocks out. Give them a nice smooth transition over it. They don't get stuck. Everything's fine. Really need to continue this bad mamma jamma here. There we go. Supported to the ground. Okay, now I come around here. Drop those in. Oop. I can see him getting stuck here, though. I've seen people use stairs pretty effectively in situations like this. Because with a stair, it's pretty easy to make those and then put the corner in, so that from whatever angle they're coming at, they can get up to it. You know, another thing I could do is I could just make forest dirt and put a little forest dirt up here. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Fully encased. I put these up, so this is the fall trap right here. I can walk over it, but the zombies are going to be too dumb, and they're just going to fall right here. This block right here, and this one, and this one, and this one will take a beating. That's the ones they pound on first. It's a pretty big build. It's a pretty ambitiously huge build to try to get done before day 7. But I'm going to do it. This section right here, I might put bars up all the way. Alright, let me get back into the base and kind of reorganize myself a bit, see how long I've been at this recording. So I'm trying to do a ton of off-camera work and just come back and show you what I've accomplished. So that's the idea there. Let me get my inventory squared away and see what we're going to do next. Okay, so here you see me starting to add in the next build part of the corridor, and it requires barbed wire on the bottom block and these things, flagstone poles, right above the barbed wire. It is day 5. I'm getting closer. Just really 3 more full days, more or less, of building and collecting resources to get this thing ready for day 7 Horde Night. So think before I build anything more, I've got a ramp running off the back, I've got one running off here that catches two different directions. That's a good start. I mean, I'm sure I can get the whole thing done before Horde Night, but as far as this episode goes, I think I'm going to do a quick recap here. Spent the entire night grinding resources, making cobblestone as always to make blocks and ramps, and I did that so that I could start connecting the whole thing together, my corridor together. So I got a ramp coming off this way, it's floated. I've got some problem areas I need to work out. Zeds will get stuck here, so I need to figure that out. And I built a ramp here coming down. This way, the zombies are going to fall right here, and they're going to go, yeah, I'm going to come and get you again, and they're going to start running up here. Pretty sure that's not going to be too far away for them. My last corridor of death that was this big was well, it's roughly 18 blocks long of a corridor, and then I had a ramp that came off on the side, and it probably came over about this far, so that seems to be about equidistant, really. And even though I was standing way up there when the zombies came, they came all the way over here and went up the ramp and got on and came down the corridor. So I should be really good as far as them pathing correctly with this thing, so long as the game doesn't change the AI on me again. So that's what I've been up to. I'm going to continue to build this out as much as possible. I'm going to continue to get as many resources as possible so I can get this thing finished. Get all these blocks upgraded. And hopefully I can get that done with enough time to actually go out and run some POIs or do something fun. You know, go on loot runs and raid some places and find some concrete even. I was able to upgrade one block to concrete so far. So this is like my little pride and joy block. I should probably paint that sometime. I think long term this floor will have to be upgraded, of course, because long term cops start coming out, and if I'm in here monkeying around and I don't hear them or see them, they could come in here and start puking on me and blow out my floor, and that would be a big problem. So definitely want to get that done. All of these floating pillars, for now, I have cobblestone on me, so for now I think I'm going to work on getting those upgraded as far as I can reach, which looks like it's going to be 4 blocks. I'm pretty sure that that's sufficient. When they go after these floating pillars, they take swipes. It doesn't damage the iron, but it seems to damage blocks. If you call this one 1, 2, and 3, it seems like they damage blocks 2 and 3. Block 1 is fine and the iron is fine. So real weird, but that's what happens. So I'll probably spend the rest of my cobblestone upgrading the stuff that they can reach, including this stuff here. Figure out a way that might keep them from banging on this stuff so much. I'm not good at angles, so this stuff always screws me up. But I'll work on it. So, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed another video of 7 Days to Die by me, the Beard King. And if you haven't already done so, feel free to click that subscribe button. Click the little bell icon for notifications. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And leave a comment below. I like chatting with my people that are already over here watching me. I appreciate it. Any of that stuff that you can do helps to support my channel, and I greatly appreciate that. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, take it easy.